Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Foxy98 here. Welcome back to the second car launch of today. We've got Red Bull's RB15, and no, this is not a fake picture. This is genuinely their livery for 2019. Well, when I say their actual livery, they tweeted out saying, here is a first glimpse of the RB15, kind of specifying that this is probably not going to be their official livery and that it is just a camo livery for all of testing. All I'll say, though, is Red Bull, please, for the love of God, do not change this livery, because I'm putting it out there right now. This livery is absolutely stunning. My phone needs to shut up with notifications. This livery is absolutely sensational. I just love it. I don't know what it is. It's just cool. I like cool liveries, and it's completely out there, and it's, well, genuinely a Red Bull, in a way, kind of. But what can we notice then about the Red Bull moving forwards in terms of the overall aspects of the car? The first one I'm going to look at is the side pods, because this is something that's really puzzling me and is also shocking the living daylights out of myself. Now, I know with a lot of the cars, right, that the side pods are meant to, you know, they're quite skinny and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, but the holes to allow air to go into the side pods on this Red Bull is by far the skinniest I have seen out of any of them. And Red Bull have had this tradition, and they've had it so many times. I just don't understand how Red Bull have managed to make their car so skinny. It is literally insane how they've managed to do it. Yeah, it's quite a shock how they've managed to just get a car that's just extremely skinny in terms of the side pod area as well. Also, it's Red Bull's just standard thing. Is just how skinny the car is, and it's the same thing at the rear as well. Moving back now to the first picture that we had on board, obviously the engine cover at the back, that was obviously for Red Bull. It had been extremely skinny, and somehow, some way, they've still managed to make the thing so damn skinny, and you just don't expect all the packaging of all the Honda power unit packaging to fit inside the bodywork that Red Bull have made, but somehow they've managed to make it work, and basically it's just down to the fact of, is this car just going to stay as it is? Because I really wish it does, because it's actually sensational. Now, there's going to be a lot of, diverse about this. Some people are going to say that it's really ugly and it's all over the place, and some people are going to say that it's amazing. But of course, we've seen Red Bull in the past. They've always done this with camo liveries. They did it back in 2015 when they had the grey and white camo livery on the car. They obviously used it in Jerez, and it was quite famous because I went to that test in 2015 as well. And they weren't really out that much because Kvyat broke the front wing. We saw it again, obviously, in 2018 last year when they released the special blue and white camo livery. That was only for a day one launch livery, and I still believe that that was one of the best looking Red Bull liveries of all time, even though they used it for one day. So that was a bit upsetting, because obviously they changed it then come Barcelona, and now we've got this one here. So I'm not really expecting much in terms of the car to stay the same. I think it's gonna stay as it is, and this is just gonna be a test livery, either a day one launch livery or just a test livery. I know obviously that Red Bull are around in Silverstone at the moment, same as Mercedes, so they might be doing a shakedown, or they might just be launching their car there, but this is the Red Bull car from this angle, and we've got another angle to take a look at. And then obviously the other perspective that we can look at in terms of this Red Bull car has obviously got to be the front-facing view of the car. Again, everyone is pretty much showing off the main regulation changes in terms of the front wing, the rear wing, and the brake calipers and the barge boards and everything like that. But there's obviously still going to be a lot of things that can be hidden. And obviously with this Red Bull car, it's going to be a lot more harder to diverse into everything with this car, because of course they've got this special livery on. All I just hope for is they just keep it. I really wish they do. It's just completely out there. Obviously, when they arrived at Silverstone, when they tweeted out a picture of it, all their trucks were in the traditional purple and Red Bull livery that we know of. So I don't honestly think this is going to stay forever. But hopefully it does. You never know. Obviously, it may do, it may not. But this is pretty much the Red Bull livery, guys. This is what I like to call the RB Darth Maul. Obviously, I have weird names for everything. And again, if you do not know who Darth Maul is, he is a Star Wars character that is on your screen right now in a red and black, well, weird, vicious guy. But anyway, enough of those silly jokes out of the way. Let me know what you guys think of the RB15, though, genuinely, personally. Now, obviously, I know there's a lot of Red Bull fans out there, and I'm not a Red Bull fan myself, but I really do hope that Red Bull have got a car that can compete with Mercedes and with Ferrari. Of course, we've seen Mercedes and Ferrari battling hard now for 2 seasons. And when we saw Red Bull in 2018, in the final part of the season, you know, Mexico, Brazil, USA, that sort of period in the time frame, you know, from I'd probably say from like post-Singapore onwards, when we saw Red Bull like really fighting it and getting those overtakes done on Mercedes, on Ferrari and stuff, it just made racing better. We really need at least 3 teams fighting at the top of the championship for it to be an entertaining season all round. I really hope Red Bull can do that. I'm really looking forward to what Max Verstappen can do in the Red Bull now that he's pretty much leading the team. And of course, Pierre Gasly coming in, see what he can do in the car as well. But obviously, Red Bull are looking menacing, and obviously they've kept pretty much everything the same. Obviously, the Pingu style nose that they've kept. And obviously, there's obviously going to be some new other little bits and bobs around. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. This is the Red Bull car. We've got Racing Point that are releasing their car at 3 p.m. UK time. So stay tuned around about 3, 4 p.m. to find the last livery here on the channel. And then obviously we've got McLaren tomorrow. We've got Ferrari then on the Friday morning. And then we've got Sauber releasing that. It's not Sauber anymore. It's Alfa Romeo releasing their car on the Monday. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care all. Thanks for watching. Peace.